officially activated. It's snowing outside, you know what I'm saying? There's no better time than this. Each ain't saying, where else would you rather be? We gotta train when it's cold. You gotta train when it's dreary, especially when it's cold. You're gonna find out what you're made of. That's not saying be stupid. That's not saying be shirtless. That's not saying you gotta dive in a pile of ice with no shirt on, with no clothes, and be naked when it's cold. You don't gotta do that. But at the same time, your ancestors, your people, the people that made sure that you still exist today, those guys, they endured the elements. They survived the ice age. They did what it took. They took on the pelts of these other animals. They killed the deers. They killed the bears. They wore their skins, you know, and they made it through consistently every freaking year. And the weak guys that got permafrosted, they died. They got killed. You know what I'm saying? The Neanderthals, they got slaughtered. You know, all these other guys, these other animals that ain't here no more. We killed them all when it was cold, when it was hot, whenever. It's frostbite. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to kick in. But nah, you gotta be a little stronger than that. We find different ways to get stronger. We find different ways to improve health and wellness. You know, health is wealth. If you ain't healthy, you can't get no money. One of the best ways to burn fat, you know, in a weird way, is to kind of heat your body up. And the best way to heat your body up sometimes without just working out conventionally is get out in the cold and force yourself to heat up. The reason why your blood is hot and why, you know, the insides kind of get warmed and stuff when you warm up is because it's regulation. You know, it works to cool down and it works to heat up. You know, you are cooling and you are heated all the wrapped in one inside of your body. You know, I'm gonna clip this up to make it sound, you know, like it makes sense, but basically, as you warm up, the cold gets less and less important. Like, you still gonna feel it and you still gonna know that it's cold no matter what, but it gets better. Your body becomes a furnace. And as your body becomes a furnace, you got no choice but to adapt. Adaptation is a great way to lose fat. It's a great fat killer. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have a choice. You gotta move around, you gotta battle the elements, you gotta battle yourself, you gotta battle your mental. The term we're looking for right now is called thermogenesis. When it's cold, your body fights to heat up. By default, it forces your metabolism to ramp up. You're literally training your body to produce its own heat. Thermogenesis, bro, that's the term. You know, that's reason number one. Everybody talk about losing fat, everybody talk about losing weight. You know, this is like one of the most ancient, outdated, so to speak, ways to get it done, but it's highly effective. Not that I need to really lose weight for real, but don't let the coldness be your excuse. All right, reason number two is like better blood flow and vascularity. The cold air forces your veins to tighten and forces your blood to circulate more efficiently. There is proof of concept, and looking at me. It's not that my body is shaped by the cold, my body is shaped by my training each and every day, each and every session, whatever. All right, the next reason is a stronger heart. Something like that. But yeah, the next reason is a stronger heart, immune system, all those things kind of get sharpened. You know what I'm saying? It's like sharpening your sword. You gotta put it against some resistance. When it's cold outside, the resistance is crazy. And it's windy, so it's cold as balls. My hands feel like lead. So like I said, be smart, don't be an idiot. F your ego. Ego kills. Pride gets you done in. We don't give a damn about none of those. That being said, you can use the elements to your advantage. When it's hot, you lose weight. When it's cold, you still lose weight. You still get in better shape, whatever. Or you want to gain weight, same thing, vice versa. Either way it goes, same principles apply. And reason number four is essentially what I like to call the Ice Age effect. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, older humans, as in your ancestors, our ancestors, whatever, has to endure this glacial period for thousands of years. Getting stronger in the cold, enduring things, adaptations, what we killed to survive, being able to generate fire without AC and homes and all this other stuff and all this like mechanisms and comfortability and cope that we've generated over the last dozen centuries. Honestly, we done made it up to this point. We done made it through. Their mitochondria and their cells and all that stuff was optimized. They got tougher. You can get tougher too. Don't discount the effects of training in the cold. Reason number 5, Cinco, supercharged immune system. while the wind is blowing, while everything's happening outside. Being in the cold raises that alertness too. I read something up on something talking about some white blood cells the other day. You know, I'll drop it right here. But basically, with white blood cells, those cells are the cells that your body uses as kind of medics, so to speak. They repair, they build, they boost, they make you more alert, they make you stronger, get you tougher, get you able to endure a little bit better than you did before. You know, your body is a canvas. It's a whole bunch of genetics, it's a whole bunch of unlocked potential. But you gotta put yourself in position to really unlock said potential. You gotta do that for yourself. Reason number 6, cold air also limits oxygen intake. You know, because it's not optimal for your body for real, you know? So it's kind of counterintuitive to be titling this video basically 7 reasons why you should train in the cold, because there's a bunch of reasons why you shouldn't. But if you navigate it correctly, it can actually be very beneficial. You know, it's mental too. You know, but beyond that, we really just talk about the physical part, not some motivation. This isn't a motivational segment, but more so a scientific breakdown. Because I remember I used to have to run track when it was cold, or at least do track workouts when it was cold. And yeah, it would be bricks outside, but also it helps with breathing. It helps build that stamina, that patterns. Anybody can run when it's warm. Anybody can run when it's hot. But when it's bricks, your body gotta be limber. Your limbs, your tendons, all those things gotta be on point. They gotta be lubricated. It's body lube. But because it's cold, all of those things inside, the physiology, how you are made, the things you are made of, those things get accentuated. The last point I would say is that it sharpens your focus and your discipline. This isn't really a scientific fact, more so an anecdote. If you don't push yourself in front of mountains to climb, you'll never see what you're capable of. It's snowing right now. It look good out here. We'll turn the camera around. Maybe you can't see it enough. But yeah, look at this. People out here grinding right now. There's no excuses. People playing soccer and wearing pants. Some people are just built like that. How are you built? What you built like? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. What are you built like? What are you made of? If you subscribe to me, it means you got something inside of you. You built a little bit different than the rest. You a different cut of some kind. I know I said this wasn't motivation, but we alive now. It's windy as fuck. You probably can't hear me, but if you can, more power to you. Let who has ears, let him hear. Shout out to the snow. Shout out to the scenery. It's amazing. Praise God. Look adversity in the eye, you never ran from the challenge. I might put this on my story. Oh yeah, I know y'all see that. I know y'all see that. We already here, bro. We here. You know what I'm saying?